Just wanted you to know that Plays the Thing will be taking the summer off so we can get ready for an exciting fall lineup of shows here on Wondery. So while you're enjoying summer, you can catch up on past episodes and see what we have planned for you by going to LA Theatre Works website at latw.org, or you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter as LA Theatre Works. And now, let's complete Completeness.
Previously on the Plays the Thing.
Maybe the problem here is that you're so excited about your new boyfriend and about how he has
Oh,
the
Jesus.
answers that your judgment as a scientist is clouded. Because frankly, Molly, if I were you, I wouldn't be so quick to waste $10,000 worth of grant money in your first semester here, provided that your plan is to remain here very long.
Welcome back to the Plays the Thing. I'm Susan Lowenberg, producing director of LA Theatre Works. Last time on Completeness, Molly's academic advisor Don, an occasional lover, is pissed she's falling for Elliot. So Don hints to Molly her future at this grad school is in jeopardy because of her entanglement with Elliot. And to make things even weirder, Elliot himself confesses his first reaction to romance is, in his words, a heavy, choking sadness. Can all these big brains figure out how to listen to their hearts? Here's the conclusion of Completeness by Itamar Moses, made possible by the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation to enhance public understanding of science and technology in the modern world. Starring Jason Ritter, Mandy Siegfried, Mia Barron, and Andre Soluzzo. Directed by Stephen Sachs and recorded live in performance in Los Angeles in October 2011.
He said this data was inaccurate?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
You know what I think's going on?
what, Franklin?
I think it's generational.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I know Professor Davis is only like 6 or 7 years older than we are, but it makes a difference to your comfort level with certain things or what you're suspicious of. So when he hears these numbers came out of a computer, you might as well be saying you waved a magic wand. He doesn't trust it.
well, it's complicated.
Of course it's complicated, but as someone whose responsibility is in part to remain up to date with advances in the field...
No,
And yeah, he's your advisor, you're protective of him, I get it. All I'm saying, his reputation in the department...
what?
just kind of hidebound, inflexible. All these guys, honestly.
Yeah, he said that computational approaches were fashionable but unreliable.
Just like my ex-girlfriend. Oh, sorry, other people's pain, nobody's interested. Look, point is, this old model of, oh, we're MB&B and over there CS and that's chemistry and that's physics, in 10 years, mark my words, all those barriers will be down. They will look laughable. This whole reductionist approach will be obsolete, and science, all of science, will move inexorably towards integration, towards rigorous methods of integration that necessarily rely on interdisciplinary cooperation. And if you were at a different university where this culture had already taken hold, and there are some, none of this would have been a problem. In fact, it's what would have been required of you.
Well, thanks, Franklin. I appreciate it.
Oh, please, I was pissed. I mean, this has implications for us all, potentially.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because actually, I was wondering...
What?
I was wondering if I could use your mice.
What?
Oh, not to take them, to breed them. Since I can't get new mice right now, and since you have mice to which you have already given various genetic ailments, I'm thinking that if I just produce offspring from your mice, do a targeted insertion of protein M, and see what pre-existing conditions your mice already have get cured.
Ah, the ever-popular gene knock-in.
Yeah, which may take several generations, some mutation, but will eventually plateau at the most likely interpretation of my protein's role.
Yeah, I mean, you'd also need to add, like a reporter gene that turns the affected mice a different color.
Oh, yeah,
I like blue.
Me too. So wait, is that a yes?
I don't know. How specific can you get with your predictions?
Aha. What if I told you that I also have a detailed computer model of my protein's interaction network in which I have already run virtually the experiment I just described?
What? Are you about to tell me that?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you make that yourself, or?
Well, oh, no.
See,
no,
this is what I'm talking about. Cooperation. You went outside the department, right?
Yeah, to this other grad student in CS.
That is so fantastic. I've been trying to convince MB&B to look into computer modeling for since I got here. So, for longer than I care to remember. But anyway, that is great. I mean, I totally need one of those. Or do you think it's adaptable, or could I just look at it?
Yeah, of course.
Great. Are you free right now, or?
Franklin, we have to teach in 5 minutes.
Oh, that's right, fucking undergrads.
But, I mean, after class.
No, that's not good for me. Are you free tonight?
Oh, I mean, yeah, but...
Okay, great. I'm not asking you out or anything. I mean, not that I'm not interested. I mean, you're very... but not that I'm assuming you'd be interested. Just, it's more as I just intimated. I'm quite recently, so I probably wouldn't be not good for anyone or anything right now, except for, something that's kind of really, really... Okay, you did not need to know any of those things.
No, it's fine. Just let me make a quick... I actually always thought you hated me.
What? Why? No, why would you think that?
Oh, just because when we teach, I'm always late, and you're...
Hey, teaching sucks, I get it. No, I think we're probably very similar, you and me.
Hey, no, sorry.
Your phone rang.
What?
You missed a call, your phone.
Oh, okay.
Am I in trouble?
What?
Well, I know that my heuristics problem set was late and that my brute force problem set was very late and that I've not yet turned it in, but... Okay, I've been going through something of a personal crisis, which,
No.
I know is not a legitimate excuse, scholastically,
No.
but as a, mitigating circumstance.
No.
What?
Relax. I just need your help with something.
Oh.
Yeah. Here.
What's this?
Do you know what a 2-hybrid screen is?
No. Look, like I said, I haven't really been so good lately about...
No, we didn't cover it in class. This is molecular biology.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, here's what's happening. I have designed an algorithm that produces answers to NP-complete problems inside polynomial time, but the only way to know for sure that an answer it's producing is actually correct would be to already have the answer in hand to compare that answer to, which is something of a vicious cycle, as you can, I am sure, see. So what I actually need is a problem that's NP-complete when you try to tackle it all at once, but which has already been solved piecemeal in some other way.
You designed what?
I have designed an algorithm...
Oh, no, I heard you. Is this it?
No, that is the most complete map to date of the protein interaction network, or interactome, of Mus musculus, the mouse.
Okay.
Yes, molecular biologists have successfully identified many, though not near all, of the protein-protein interactions that take place inside the various cells and matrices of the common or house mouse, which, given how many proteins that is, represents an exponentially large number of potential pairings. 2-hybrid screen is a wet experiment which, by recreating the binding or failure to bind of these proteins in yeast cultures, like in this Petri dish, can be used either to confirm or to explode predictions regarding the network. With me so far?
Yeast cultures? Seriously?
I have arranged my algorithm to mimic a massive yeast 2-hybrid screen, like that Petri dish, but much, much larger, capable of checking every known mouse protein against every other known mouse protein and telling us what interacts. And since we have the answers, we will know whether our simulation gets it right. So, I am going to run this and monitor its progress. You are going to check the results against the pre-existing data. Ready?
Are we doing this right now?
Do you have time? This could take a while.
Yeah, I have. Sure.
Great. So, actually, let me just make a quick call. Actually, maybe email is...
Why me?
Well, this is not the kind of thing I want to bring up with my professors and turn out to be wrong about. And as for my direct peers, if I tell them I have a solution to a major problem, they'd certainly be eager to poke holes in it, but maybe not in the most unbiased scientific
What
way.
about your
so-
girlfriend?
What?
That chick, Lauren, in CS, she was my TA last semester, and she talked about you a lot.
Yeah.
She was...
That is not an option anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which leaves undergraduates.
I see. So you settled, in other words.
No, I think that you're brave. Or, I mean, it is traditional to be assisted in one's work by one's students, and you seem more than your classmates to have an essential quality that will prevent you from falling into certain... I chose you specifically, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Here goes.
Generating initial population.
I like your place.
Oh, thanks. Me too. I have the simulation on my... And actually, you can open up the underlying code to see what it's doing while it...
Generating initial population. This first part is random, but soon it will start
Right
matching
now, it's
proteins
of
in a
course set to
systematic
simulate
way.
the
and
ECM of
then
mouse
we
cartilage,
can-
but it can probably mimic anything,
Initial
so...
Initial population full.
Molly?
What?
If
M
E
is
is greater than F, then select dot crossover
Molly.
Elliot, else select dot crossover Franklin. And if F is greater than G, then select dot crossover Franklin, else select dot crossover G. If G is greater than H, then select dot crossover G, else select dot crossover H. If H is greater than I, then select dot crossover H. If I is greater than J, then select dot crossover I. If J is greater than K, if K is greater than L, if L is greater than M, N is greater than N is greater than O is greater than X is greater than Y is greater than R.
Can we get some light?
Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
This has been happening on occasion when...
At this point in the show...
especially right now. Presumably because of the intensity of the whole technical experience there, which...
apparently what can happen here is that the whole board just freezes.
No. Well, sort of.
Or...
not really.
Okay, I guess that's not technically exactly what's happening, but the point is, what we've learned is that rather than resetting, that the best thing to do is to wait for it to unfreeze.
And so what's been decided is that if this happens, rather than being some impersonal announcement from the stage manager while all of us just disappear and let you sit there in the dark wondering what the hell's happening, that we, Mia and I...
Hello?
since we do not appear for the remainder of the play...
Andre.
that we will come out and tell you exactly what is actually going on the theory that it's better if you know something's actually happening.
This should be over very soon.
Yeah.
It never takes very long.
But you know what? If it turns out we can't fix it, that's okay too. Because regardless, our stalwart fellow cast members, Mandy and Jason, they'll come back out and complete the play for you in any case, which, in my experience, is all that this stuff really needs. Just people. In a room. And time.
Hey, Molly.
Hey. I was actually just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
Or could I maybe just talk to you for a second?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. How have you been?
Good, you?
Good, yeah, good. I have something for you.
What?
Yeah, I got for you back when we were... But I haven't seen you in a while, so I've been carrying around in my bag for weeks like an idiot, and Here.
Is that whiskey?
Yeah, it's...
You know, I'm not like a lush or anything.
No, I know, I don't know for sure anything else you like. Except for sex, and I already got you that, like, a bunch of times, so...
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also for the whiskey.
Uh-huh.
So...
Listen, Elliot, I get it.
What do you get?
What it's like when... It's amazing, and I'm sure it's gonna change your life, and so you don't have to explain.
It doesn't work.
What?
The algorithm. It doesn't work. Or, I mean, it works. It applies biological rules to mathematical propositions and produces answers, but the problem is actual living things in the, like, real world are affected by it. By the world. So no matter how many levels of complexity you add to the simulation, all you're getting are more and more refined answers generated from the inside out. You're missing the other half, the everything that runs from outside in. So you don't just need an exponentially increasing number of membranes in the simulation itself. You would need an exponentially increasing number of other independent simulations sending answers to one another to be taken in again and then sent back out and so on. And without that, the versions of these problems that it's solving are not, in fact, analogous to one another at all. And so cannot be considered NP complete, and so it is in the end useless, except as applied one at a time to every single hyper-specific case.
You made a derivation error.
That is what it's called.
When did you figure that out?
It was, pointed out to me.
When, though?
Recently. What?
Let's just say your sudden desire to talk to me is starting to make sense.
Oh, come
What?
on.
I haven't heard from you in weeks, so...
Okay, may I point out that I also haven't heard from you in weeks.
Right, but that's because I wasn't hearing from you.
Except I'm pretty sure the last communique came from me.
Okay, I suppose that technically that's true, but it was, I think you'll admit, relatively spare and remote and came only after I reached out to you a couple of times, and so I got the message and backed off a little myself, and then I didn't hear from you again.
I wasn't hearing from you.
What did I just explain?
Well, I'm here now.
Yeah? Who's Nell?
What?
No, just who's this girl Nell?
She's... Why? Who's Franklin?
Oh, so we're gonna do this now?
What? You started it.
No, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did, by claiming to be here now.
But I am.
If you say so, Elliot, but it really doesn't matter because I'm leaving.
Okay, where are you going? I'll come with you.
No, I'm leaving town.
What? When?
At the end of the semester, I'm transferring.
Transferring?
Yeah.
As into a different graduate school transfer?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. I mean, not yet. First, I'm just going home to regroup, see Mom, and then, on to the next place. I heard about some programs where there's more a culture of, like, cooperative, so I applied to a bunch of those, and I should know exactly where I'll land by spring.
When were you going to tell me?
What do you mean?
Well, so if I hadn't happened into this room today, I'd have just heard that you were gone?
Hey, if I hadn't happened into this room that other day, you'd never have had to know I was even here in the first place.
What? That's so...
Well...
I mean, is this because of funding, or...
Oh, no, I sort of worked that out. But I still just... I don't know. I guess it just felt like... time.
Oh. So that's you then?
Yeah. That's me.
Want to hear a joke? Guy walking down the street at night sees a scientist under a street lamp looking for something in the gutter, says, "Hey, is there a problem?" Scientist says, "Yes, actually, I dropped my car keys and I can't seem to find them." Guy says, "I'll help you look." But after a while of searching and not finding anything, the guy looks up and says, "Are you sure that this is where you dropped your keys?" Scientist says, no, actually, I dropped them over there. And he points to a dark alley about halfway down the block. And the guy says, well, then what the hell are we looking here for then? And the scientist says, this is where the light is. I've been coming to this computer cluster a lot lately, just at random different times of day, just even though it's not remotely convenient for me or on my way anywhere, but just because I've been, I guess, hoping. And I know that I probably could have written to you or called, I guess, but for some reason I felt like I was supposed to just... Molly, I really like you.
That's fantastic, Elliot.
No, like, really, a lot. And I'm attracted to you, and you're really smart, and we're interested in a lot of the same things, and I look forward to seeing you, and I think about you when you're not around. And so if I seem spare or remote, well, then I'm sorry that I seem that way, but I promise it has nothing to do with not wanting to be close to you or wanting to be with other people. Or, okay, I mean, it does. Of course it does a little. I mean, sure, I want to sleep with every attractive woman I meet or pass on the street or am told about secondhand. I mean, you people don't know what it's like. You think you do, and maybe you kind of do in your way, but you don't. Not really. You do not. Not that I actually want to go out and actually sleep with lots of people. That's an awful lot of work, and it usually turns out to be more trouble than it's worth. And I'm getting off topic. What it is the fear that actually knowing everything about each other will eliminate the wanting. And so maybe what I was hoping was that this time, if I could hold something just close enough to keep it from disappearing, but just far away enough to maintain how I felt about it, which was good. By the way, this felt really, really good. Then maybe I could draw this first part out a little. Because I don't know about you, but I don't have any compelling evidence that something better after this even exists. That it ever gets any better than still wanting to be with you and still knowing that I can't or could, because this obviously doesn't work either, does it? So maybe what's I'm so tired of going back and forth between failing and wondering why I failed. I want us to know everything about each other. I want us to know so much it turns out that we know less and less every day. Sorry, is it too much, too soon?
No. You know, it's not totally useless.
What?
Your algorithm.
Oh.
I mean, I used it. Just for what it was originally intended. To make a prediction about the function of an unknown protein and then test it live. It turns out, it does good things for mice with damage in a particular area. Though, in fact, a couple other proteins do more or less the same thing. And so it could be it's a redundancy or possibly even something we found already and mistook for something new. But until proven otherwise, we're treating it as a unique molecule and have even, provisionally at least, named it for its particular usefulness in aiding cell migration.
Yeah, what'd you call it?
Travlin. Anyway, I now have a little more information to go back and do my next screen.
Bait and pray. Are you gonna say anything about what I just said?
What do you want me to say, Elliot? I mean, thank you for saying all that. But this is still probably not a very good time for either of us, really, for something like this. You know what? This is just a terrible time in all of our lives, and a terrible, terrible generation to be a part of. To know just enough to know that this stuff never works, but not enough to know what the fuck we're supposed to do about it. I will never be a clean slate. I will never be a clean slate. Again. So.
Whoa, where are you going?
I just have to go.
Right now? Really?
Yes. Or no, I just really, really have to pee.
Oh. Still got it.
Shut up. It's not you. That was an extremely long speech. And I appreciate it. And I have to go.
Can I come with you?
What?
Can I come with you?
To pee?
No, when you go.
You want to come with me?
Yeah. Why? How are you getting there? Did you already buy a plane ticket, or are you driving?
That's not... Who cares? Elliot!
What?
Well, you can't come with me. That's insane.
Why?
Because it's... I mean, what if I said yes?
What?
What if I said, yeah, sure, pack your things, come with me. Let's just see where this goes. What then?
Well, I mean, is that what you're saying?
What if it is?
Is it, though?
What if it is?
Yeah, but is it?
What if it is?
I don't know. I mean, now I'm a little nauseous.
Maybe you're pregnant.
You're right. That joke's not funny. So, how are you getting home?
Completeness stars Jason Ritter, Mandy Siegfried, Mia Baron, and Andre Soluzzo. It was directed by Stephen Sachs. It's part of a special science series we have that's made possible by the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation to enhance public understanding of science and technology in the modern world. Sound effects artist Michael Ray, music supervisor Scott Willis, sound design, recording, and mixing engineer Mark Holden for the Invisible Studios, West Hollywood. Podcast production for the plays The Thing, Ron Lipkin. If you'd like to be in the audience for one of our shows, we record about 7 times a year in Los Angeles. Visit our website at latw.org to find out more about our shows and to reserve tickets. That's latw.org. And of course, the next best thing to being at one of our shows is to listen to our podcast. Please tell your friends about The Play's the Thing and show them how they can subscribe. Remember, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, through the Wondery Podcast Player on Android, on NPR One, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Susan Lowenberg for The Play's the Thing, from LA Theater Works and Wondery.